Okay, so today, beautiful day to be painting, really gorgeous outside. The sky looks incredible. Um, so I'm starting on these new paintings. Well, actually old, very old paintings from 2022. Originally I had thought that I was gonna be commissioning these out, and so I kind of like did like a crazy creative process. I love this, like the little I forget what they call them, but I mixed paint and then just splashed it on there. I just don't like the rest of the painting. I rushed it because it was the first time someone's ever told me like, hey, like I've been looking for commissioned art, like, and so I got like super excited, and typical me, I rush into it, and that's my biggest flaw in life right now, is just rushing in. And so this is another piece of the commissioned art that I could have done way better. But yeah, these are the parts that I love the most. Okay, the splashes, the chaotic, the chaos of the intentional chaos too. Like the rest of this was unintentional because I just rushed into it, and there's no creative process into any of this at all, except for these splashes. Yeah, but really I want to start this channel, and oh my gosh, look at the background. Like, that's just straight out of a painting. You can't even paint that. It's just so gorgeous. Wow. Yeah, this is like the best place to ever paint. It's just so relaxing and so nice. And so yeah, let me not get off topic, but yeah, I just want to slow things down, in life, and that's why I'm doing my art channel now, because I want to really slow down, record and show a bit of my creative process, and show authenticity, because I feel like if I look back at these videos, I'll see how I've spoken. Firstly, I'll see how I really articulated myself in the beginning, and then eventually I'll become better at the articulation of it, like better at describing my work, better at describing my creative process, better at describing everything that I do, and just slowing down. That's the whole thing about it. I want to slow down. I've been taking things way too fast. I'm quick about it, and then I do terrible things, like this. And I did finish another one of these paintings that I should show later, and it came out incredible because I slowed down. I took my time, spent hours and hours on the paintings. They might not come out good, but they come out better than they did before. And I think, yeah, this is one of the other ones that I did. I just did this one just now. It took me like a couple minutes, maybe like 30 minutes. I didn't count. I think it took me less than 30 minutes because I just splashed paint on there. But I like this one, it's like, you could see the old canvas, the old paints, the old painting that I did in the background, sort of in the corners, right? And then you see the new chaotic form of what just happened. And I don't know, I just like it. It just looks so cool. It's new. It's something like that I haven't got into as much as I should. But yeah, so that's the first work of art that I did today. If you could call that art. I'm just kidding. But yeah, I want to take things slow. So I'll start off with this painting, and then once I'm done, I'll start recording again. But yeah, I want to see how I could improve upon it, because you look at a painting, and it's always incredible because you see, like, that's you, that's kind of you, that's who you put into it. you are really what you put into everything, you know? So like here I could see like maybe like a character, like this is the eye, this is the face, this is the arm, the legs, and then this is like maybe a rabbit or something walking around, you know, or like just a regular character. Um, but sometimes you just create something and it's like the idea of it just looks so cool, the concept, but then you're like, dang, like the colors didn't come out good. I just didn't put enough work into it. You know, this and that, all blase, but, you know, like my old painting that I did a few days ago, I put more intentional work into it, and I just like kind of reverbed it, recolored it, and it came out pretty good, honestly. I like the coloring, I like the idea. I didn't like the painting. It lacked authenticity. And with my work, as I said, with everything I want to do nowadays is be authentic. You know, recently I was talking to somebody and I wasn't authentic. You know, I try to audition for them, you know, in a way. And I don't want to do that ever again. You know, I want to be straight to the point, not like too serious, not like, I want to be authentic, you know, I want to be the real me. I want to show up and oh my goodness, the background is so awesome. And I want to be genuine with everybody I come across, you know, and not try to show off who I'm not. You know, I mean, in life, everybody does that. They try to audition and be somebody they're not. When I mean, all you have to do is, you know, not care about being liked. Like, I mean, don't be a bad person, but still, like, be yourself, be your true self, because when you're being yourself, you see your flaws. Like, people point it out sometimes, or they don't, but eventually you see them, and that's what I want to see in my videos. I want to see my flaws and see where I come across as, like, you know, terrible, or where my paintings went wrong, or where my mind state was at the time, and right now it's like, it's just improvement. It's my mind state. I want to improve. I want to be authentic. I want to, you know, be able to grow. So this channel is not just going to be about art. It's going to be about, well, like maybe cooking, maybe just like daily or weekly uploads of just random talks, and and just see where it goes from there, you know? Like, nothing's always too perfect. Like, from afar, things look ugly, and then you get a little closer, and it may still be ugly, but it's still something. It's what you are. It's what you put out. Like, oh, let me see. Brighten this a bit. Yeah, this is a better lighting to it. I like it. You know, and it's hard for an artist to say they like something sometimes, because it's like you put so much work into it, and then you occasionally just, you get disappointed with yourself. You're just like, dang, like, why did I do that? I know I could have done it better, you know. And honestly, I'm new to art. I started doing art in 2021, just randomly doing like color pencil sketches, doing color pencil abstract art, and just doing random shapes and coloring them. And honestly, I was having fun with that. And I got addicted to it. I would do it for hours, like in class, everywhere. And then teacher told me to stop. And so I just kind of took it back home, didn't see much, you know, motivation in that. And then I stopped, and then I took it back up a few years later. And then I quit painting in 2023, like the beginning of 2023. And from then on, I just haven't painted in years. Until now, you know, and I come back and I see my paintings and I'm disappointed. I'm like, dang, like, I sucked. But then some of the paintings I did so well. Like, I put so much work and so much love and care into the paintings, and I just love how they came out. So that's what I want to do now, and I want to be authentic with my paintings and my work, because I know when I truly was at my peak, or at somewhat of my peak, when I was climbing the ladder of painting, I did pretty well. And you lose yourself in it sometimes, like when you're not in the right mindset, like you're not in the right creative process. Like you really got to be sharp, you got to be studying. I'm not going to tell everyone what they should be doing, but it's obvious. Like you just got to put in the work, you just got to show up. Do like 300 paintings and you'll be somewhere, rather than being where I was at, where I stopped for years and then I'm barely coming back. Like I should have been continuing this, as bad as I felt, as bad as life was, it's never too bad. It's never too bad, like, to stop doing what you love. You always got to keep going. You always got to keep yourself in check, because once you quit, you quit. There's no coming back sometimes. And it takes years. It takes years for somebody to come back from what they were doing before and actually feel all right. And so I want to feel all right. I want to feel good. Even if I don't feel good, I still want to do it, and I hope what I say inspires somebody, and if I'm not being my authentic self, then who am I, what I say is just what I wanted to hear before, what I wanted somebody else to tell me, not what I've been telling myself, most of the time. I've never been too harsh on myself, but I've just not been there for myself. And I want to be there for myself, because the one way you could ever be there for somebody else is being there first for yourself, because you can't take care of someone if you haven't taken care of yourself first. It's like I was hearing on a podcast recently about how, like, you got to put on the mask for yourself first before you could put on the mask for anybody else. I never understood that, like when I was on planes, I was thinking, like, how does that make any sense? Like, wouldn't you want to save the kid first? But it's like, if you do save the kid first and then they freak out, like they don't know what to do and you're not there anymore, it's like, how are they going to know to save you? Because they barely even know that what it feels like to be saved. I guess in a way, like, because you just saved them for the first time, and they're so distraught and freaked out that they don't even know how to help you. And so you first got to help yourself and then help the other person, and that's the best way to do it. Maybe I didn't make sense with what I was just saying now, but in my mind at one point I kind of thought that way, like wait, what? Wait, why don't they help the other person first and then themselves? I don't know, but it's nice to think, and to change your mind, because at times we don't always change our minds, and we're always stuck on one thing, and occasionally it's never the best thing to be stuck on. We always want to think we're doing the right thing or think we're in the right space, but no, we're not, and we're going in the wrong direction. It's like you need God to help you guide your path. I think that's what I've been missing out on. It's God. I've always had faith, but I've never put myself fully into God. I've always pranced around, I think it's called, the fact of what I need to be doing, and it's simple, just picking up my cross and following God. And so if that resonates with anybody, who's going through a tough time, it's like, just pray and follow God, because there's only one way up, and that's through Jesus. Yeah, but I want to be telling like stories about my life in these videos. Um, one day my kids or my grandkids or my family could see these videos and see what kind of mind state I was in, bad or good, because people cherish that, the authenticity of their loved ones, because you get to see who they were in that moment. You get to see who they were and see what they were thinking and how they felt. And I want to do that, and I can't bottle everything up and think that everything's all right. Can't help others if I'm not, releasing or opening up the bottle and, pouring it out and not letting it explode or whatever. I don't know. I think I did the wrong saying, but yeah, just, one day I'll be articulate enough to say most of the things I want to say. For now, I'm going to finish this painting and then do a recording of the aftermath of it and see what happens. I might not finish it today. I'll be realistic with myself. I want to go to bed early. So yeah, just stay tuned.